Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is about my solo trip, or I should say solo volunteering, to Ishikawa Prefecture, which had a huge earthquake on New Year's Day this year. I'll explain what I did step by step, and I took a nice bus to go to Ishikawa. So I got to Ishikawa station at 6 in the morning. So there are not so many places that is open till 7. So that's why I went this place called Tsuzumi Mon, and this is the inside of the station. And honestly, it was more developed than I expected. Look at them. And I also found these sumo players. And it's 7 in the morning, Starbucks is open, and I was just chilling, drinking coffee, and I also found this bird. And you know what happened? I met him. Kill it, my friend. He's in Shiji by chance. But he got a plan, so I said bye to him. And I took a bus from here, from Ishikawa station to Noto. As I got closer to Noto area, more and more blue tarps are being used to hide the damaged part of the houses. And I also found those temporary housings. And I lived. And this is a school where I stayed while doing volunteer. And because water facilities have not been restored, we gotta use these toilet that is outside. I'm so sorry for the audience, but I haven't been able to take many videos of my activities because it was very tough and I felt bad thinking about the feelings of victims. I'm glad if you could understand this. And this is the house I went on a first day, and as you can see, roof is peeling off, and we take everything out from houses and rode it into truck. And there are also many SDF everywhere. And we went back to the school where we stay. Everything was destroyed, and it was really catastrophic. I was a little bit scared because the school was near the sea, and if an earthquake happened again, tsunami might gonna happen. 3 girls from this high school did this painting. They expressed their gratitude to the volunteers like me through these calligraphy pieces. They convey many words of gratitude, such as thanks for having me and for giving energies. And this is the dinner I had, and they gave all of us a bento and also a miso soup for each person's, and also get some snacks and cup noodles. Because it was really cold out there, they also got us some microwaves and electric kettles. And these are the tents that we stayed, and they were all inside of the gym of the high school we stayed. And he's my neighbor. I don't know his name though, but he was nice. And this is the inside of the room. Because the door could be closed, our personal spaces are secured. And this is the bag I brought to Ishikawa. I got a sleeping bag and some bottled waters and light and clothes inside. And it was really cold in Ishikawa, so I spent most of the time here, in front of the stove, and here. Because this foot massager has a heat function, and it was really comfortable for us. And the second day has begun. The weather outside was not good, but we had breakfast and we have departed. And on this day, we went to a different place than on the first day, and it was way worse than the place where we went on the first day. Most of the houses were damaged by the earthquake, and many were even swept away by the tsunami. The closer we got to the coast, the more extensive the damage became. The house I went on that day was just right in front of the sea, so the damage was severe. We all worked together to transport and separate furniture and stuff that could not be used after the tsunami. And here are some pictures that I took. I saw many houses that had a huge damage, even a post office. And I even saw a house with a bicycle inside. I also saw a curb miller that is bended. And I asked this to the local people, and they said the SDF have a right, but they are busy with road constructions and other issues, so the houses have not been tidied up yet. So that they need more help, more volunteers. So I was asked that next time you come to Ishikawa for volunteering, make sure you bring many people, many friends. And after that, we left the house and we went back to the gym. It had been about 4 months since the earthquake happened, and it was not covered in the news these days, so I assumed the situation had improved, but it was wrong. Even now, there are still people living in evacuation shelters and many people removing the mud. Through this experience, I was able to see the actual situation and the warmth of the people by actually going to the site, in which I could not learn from the news alone. And recently, there was a magnitude 6 earthquake in my hometown of Ehime. If something like this were to happen again, I think I can use this experience to make a big contribution to first-time volunteers and the local people. After all the volunteering was done, I returned to Ishikawa City. Since I couldn't get a night bus ticket back that day, I decided to stay overnight and explore Ishikawa Prefecture for the first time. This place in Ishikawa Prefecture, called Higashichiyagai, has a very Kyoto-like old school vibe. Most of the people were foreign tourists, and I hardly saw any Japanese people. I highly recommend you guys going here in the evenings, as many shops are closed. And after that, I asked a local person and learned that Ishikawa is a famous place for a fish called black-throat sea peach, which we call nodokuro. So I went to a sushi restaurant, and it was really good. And I stayed at a hotel in the onsen place. I was a cheap room at 3,000 yen per night, so the ceiling was open, and the snoring of the man was really annoying. And this is the room I stayed. The room was not big, but the hot spring open 24 hours a day, so I went in twice, once in the evening and once in the morning. Finally, the day to return. Many of the stores were already closed the day before, so I went to Omi Market again first thing in the morning. There are lots of fresh crabs and fish, and I really wanted to buy some, but I didn't have enough money to buy them. Instead of that, I got eel and pufferfish and octopus and sea urchin. And the end. Why don't you all go to Ishikawa? And thanks for watching. Bye bye.